Hello everybody. Angie here. Coming on to do the very first week of Marguerite Miller's Collage Challenge for 2023. Before we get started, I'd like to say Happy New Year. Hope everybody had a blessed day and safe. We are going to get right into this. I don't know if you saw my video prior to this one. I made myself a new journal to start out the year for my 2023 collages. So this is going to be the first page. I've got my goodies here. I've got my prompts, and we're going to get right into this. How is everybody today? Everybody good? I'm good. Okay, let's see. I pulled these out a couple days ago, so let's see what we've got. Okay, it's coming back to me. Alrighty here. Let's get into this. Marguerite Miller Collage Challenge Week 1, 2023. Can you believe it? The prompts are any kind of transportation, a library card, a zoo animal, your handwriting, stained paper, and a sticker for a bonus. Okay? I'll put that off to the side for the moment, and I'll go through the prompts with you, and we'll get into this. Well, I guess I should have that out so I can see what it says, huh? For transportation, I have this little cute little school bus. We're going to make ourselves a little fun scene, hopefully. Library card, I've got several. I didn't know which one I wanted to use. I've got this big plain one. I've got this kind of a smaller one with a floral scent. Looks a little more vintage. And then I've got, I think a couple smaller, even smaller than that, ones like that. So I don't know which ones I'm going to use. A zoo animal. Now that I was unsure. I originally grabbed this cute little monkey because I thought it went with the little school bus. You know, looks like, you know, kitty garden, real playful, young, fun scene. So I might use that. But then I got to thinking further, and I went into my nature book, and I cut this out, and I saw this gorilla right here. I might fussy cut and use him. I don't know. I'm kind of torn on my animal. And then out of the same book, I've got these lemurs. Those look fun, and they're mischievous. I thought that would be fun for the page. And then even further than that, looking in my encyclopedia, I really like that zebra. And I like the camel also, but I think he's too big. But I like both of those. So I'm just torn. As we get going, I'll decide which one I'm going to use. And then in my antiquarian sticker book, I have this gorgeous beast right here. I love elephants. So I'm just really torn. And I like that because it's got the blue in there. It's got a pop of color. But I don't know. We'll see. Okay. And then stained paper. I think I'm just going to be using this stencil and doing some staining on maybe the corners to kind of make it look all together and finish it off. That's what I'm thinking. And for a bonus, for a sticker, well, I have that elephant sticker if I choose to do that. But then I also grabbed a couple washi stickers, just a couple vintage washi stickers. Maybe I can use one or all of those. And then to tie everything together, we've got to love a little human with our animals and our zoo, and maybe they're taking a field trip or something. I've got my little stamped doll here. So I've got her. And then I've got a tab for my prop list. Okay, so let's see what we can do. I may have to do some fussy cutting on the animals, so let's get going on this and see what we can end up with. All right, so I was thinking, use the envelope cards as kind of a background. Let's just put some things down and see what we end up with here. The bus is going in this direction. And my new book, I really like it. If you remember on the last one, I used just plain writing sheet lined paper, and I wasn't real pleased with that because I always had to cover that up, and then there was always some pieces sticking out. The composition was fine, but then it just didn't look finished on some of them because of the edges. So I like this because they're all vintage pages, and they've got a little bit of, you know, a little bit of color to them. So yeah, and it's just a little bit smaller, so I have to bring all my pieces in some. So that's going to be a challenge this year, working with a smaller space and finding smaller images as well. Okay, so let's see. So if we start there, and what I was thinking is like they're mischievous. Maybe they jumped up on the school bus or something. Maybe well, they're kind of together. But maybe put them on the school bus or the gorilla. And the more I'm looking at it, I'm really liking the gorilla. But I won't know until I fussy cut him. So let me cut him out real quick. And we'll see what we end up with. And my apologies, my dog is drinking water and she's very loud if you can hear that. When I'm in my craft room, she's in here with me, and I've said it before, I don't know what it is. She can be asleep like a rock, a log, whatever you want to call it. And as soon as I start filming, she has to get up. She has to come lick my elbow. She has to come and nudge me. She has to go get some water. She has to shake and stretch. It's so funny. It's like a whole thing with her. And I just, I'm trying to just push through on my videos, and I just want to glance over at her and just laugh because it's just so funny sometimes. So now she's done with her water and she's debating what to do next. Okay, I like the gorilla, but he's kind of small. But I was thinking about an animal that I can put up on top of the school bus. Like it's just a animal exhibit, and they're just all over the place. Maybe tuck him right there. See, doesn't he look cute? And those are just heads. Those could all be animals in the zoo. There's polar bears, there's cheetahs, and that's a eagle. There's bird pavilions in zoos as well, but I think that would be overloading the piece. But I really like these lemurs, and they're so mischievous. I'm going to cut them out real quick. Maybe I can use them. I'll try and do a quick cut and see. So I'm pretty sure once I get it cut out, I want to use it. Because usually I'll cut out a piece, and if I don't use it, it gets pushed aside and gets pushed around from day to day until it ends up getting lost. And I don't know when I'll be using an animal again. So hopefully we'll be able to use it. So I'm looking forward to seeing if there's going to be any difference in the prompts, because what I found last year, there was quite a few repetitive ones, which is fine because each time you get one, you get a different idea and you're going to use it differently. But yeah, curious to see how many new, unusual prompts we get. Like this very first one, I feel like that's pretty basic, transportation, an animal kind of thing. But we'll see as the weeks progress how the prompts change. It'll be very interesting. And I really do try hard not to look too early. Like maybe a day or two before, when I have time, I will gather my pieces and prepare somewhat, you know, kind of play in my head what I want to do or some ideas, but I really don't know until I turn on the camera with you guys because I change my mind so much as it is. So I hate to, I really don't like to, I shouldn't use the word hate, that's not a strong word. I don't like to, you know, really think about it too much unless it's really involved. So I, you know, might have to do some prepping prior to starting the video, like now, this fussy cutting, tedious parts. But yeah, I like to just kind of wing it and have fun and no pressure. Now I'm just cutting out some of this white background here so the, you know, what I'm putting down will show through. I'd rather see that. Okay, I think that's good. I don't know, do we want to put them both up there? Maybe. Let me see, do I want him up there or do I want these guys up there? I think I'm liking the gorilla better. Just because he's kind of like sitting there, just kind of hanging out. Okay, well, we'll wait on that. Hopefully it wasn't a waste cutting him out, but we'll see. Okay, so she's looking in this direction. So we're gonna have to have her over here. And move all these bits. Then I need the sticker. The stenciling will be last. Stained paper. Oh, I didn't do stained paper. Maybe this is what I was thinking. Stained paper. The stained washi sticker paper. Let me think here for a moment. I mean, we could use that, but I'm not really liking it. I have, hold on, right over here, somewhere in this pile. I was playing with some watercolors. Here we go. And I was doing some splattering pages with some watercolor. Here we go. There's a couple, I just need one. And that'll bring a pop color into the picture other than the yellow. So we can use, it says stained paper, that's stained. So let's just use a piece of this. Okay. Oh yeah, that looks good. Kind of in the background there. Bring that up just a bit. I like that. Okay, let's put these ones down. See what we end up with. I think it was right about there. And I need to do my handwriting. Why don't I do something like, let me grab a, let's see, I'll just grab a pen and make sure it works. And I'm gonna write school field trip. zoo outing. Full day. Excursion. Okay. I think that pretty much clarifies what the collage is about. And I got to think about what I'm going to do with my prompt list. I'd like to do something different since the last ones I was trying to, for the most part, tucking them into like a pocket of some sort. I don't know if I want to do that same thing or something different. Maybe just put it up on the top piece, or I could flip it over. I was doing that sometimes when I would forget to create my pocket. Or if I want to just work it into the collage, I could do that also, I guess. I would like to try and do something a little different. I'm going to slant this just so you can see some of my writing. Okay. And I had the school bus right there. Well, I'm just going to put everything down. I don't know what I'm going to do with my prompt list. I didn't think about that. But for next week, I'll try to decide how I'm going to display the prompt list. Guess I need to bring that in because I got to put her back there. I want to put her at the back of the bus. Okay. Got writing. We got stencil. Where'd my 8 go? I think I do want to put him up on top of the bus. Okay. Sticker. I'll use this, and I think I'll just run it right up the side there. We'll see if that sticks. Sometimes washi stickers do really, really well, and then sometimes they don't. It's just hard to tell. I really like these lemurs. Oh, I forgot about my elephant. Let me see. I would really like to use him. Let me see how big he is. I don't really like that guy in there, though. That'll cover up my sticker. That will cover up my writing. It's coming up okay. Let me try removing that for a minute and putting this over here. I am am covering up a little bit of my writing, but I think that's okay. We know it's there. Yeah, I like that. And I think I'm going to go ahead and use the lemurs also. I'm not a fan of, for some reason, I'm not really digging him, but okay, so the elephant would have been my sticker then. So I don't necessarily need this. Okay, so we won't use that. I'll discard that. Okay. I don't think I'll use those. The monkey. No. Okay, I think that's it. I've got all the prompts in there except for the, oh, stained paper. That's what I was going to use this for. Let's just, I think I do want to still use it, even though I used that stained paper in the background. I think I still want to bring a little something to this corner. I'm going to pull this down a little bit so I can see it a little better. And I'm just going to try to get a little stencil in. Got to get used to working with a smaller area. A whole year of, you know, larger pieces. Now we're coming down to this. That looks cute. Okay, I'll just do one. I was thinking about bringing one over here, but I think one is enough. Okay, I like that. And I think to finish it off, we're going to do a little splattering. Like I really need a mess, but I think I want to do a little bit of, I don't know, I was originally thinking white, but, well, we'll just stick to it. I was thinking white, that's what we're going to do. I'm not going to change my mind. I've got my acrylic block here. I've got some white acrylic paint. Whoa, didn't need that much. And water that down. Get it nice and sloopy. And I need another piece of paper because I tend to make a huge mess of things. So I'm going to cover that. I'm not worried too much about my desk. I can clean that off. Okay. Oop, those are some big splats. Wasn't prepared for that. That's good enough. Those are some bigger ones than I had planned. Okay. I could just kind of do that. I feel like I want to do some black too. I don't know. What do you think? Oh, that's good. Yeah, I think that's good. Okay, so let me move this out of the way. I'll clean that up when I turn the camera off. And as far as my prompt list goes, I think I'm going to put it on the underside of the page right there. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Okay, guys, I think that is going to be a wrap for me. I'm going to leave that open so that can dry thoroughly. But this is Collage Week 1, hashtag 2023 CWP1. Any kind of transportation, I've got the little cute little school bus. Library card, I've got a couple of them. Zoo animals, I've got 3 of them. My handwriting, I've got written down for the field trip on the blank card. Stained paper, I've got that in the background, as well as using a stencil there. And for a bonus, I've got my elephant sticker. Okay, so not too bad for week 1. I like it. Hope you guys do as well. That was very fun. Yeah. All right, guys. Well, that's a wrap. Thank you so much for spending some time with me. Take care. I'll see you guys next week, and Happy New Year. Bye-bye.